So, my next topic is one that I don't think we address enough: anti-blackness. Yes, anti-blackness. Anti-blackness is essentially what black people show to one another. However, it's not just black people who show anti-blackness to other black people. It's also white people with their hatred for black people, Asian people showing anti-blackness towards black people as well. It's like the hate for anything that is seen as typically black. And it's really bothersome that a lot of people don't realise that they think that they're pro-black and got their fist up and everything. And I'm like, you're anti-black as shit, actually. You're not pro-black, you're actually anti-black as shit. And let me explain to you why. You are black and you insult someone for their black features because they look apparently too African for you. You are anti-black as shit. I've had this thrown at me several times. People talking about my nose, my lips, how I look. You know, it really gets you down because they're talking like as if they're not black themselves. I mean, you're a reflection of me. So when you say that, you're basically showing your own self-hatred. And it's as simple as that. You're showing your own self-hatred. You need to unlearn what white people have taught you about what is beautiful in the world. They teach us beautiful is white people and that's it. When the truth is, black people are the first ones on earth. So technically, aren't we the pinnacle of what beauty is actually? You know? Isn't it not us? Black people, are we not the beautiful ones? I mean, this melanin is not here for decoration. Not here for decoration. It literally is how we survive in this world. I mean, the sun, like if we didn't have this, a lot more cases of us burning up, you know, would happen. And then let's talk about hair. If you ever purposely know you have like type 4 hair, and yet all the YouTubers you follow, your natural hair YouTubers you follow, are all have a certain type of hair, that's not reflective of you. I'm sorry, but I feel like that is partly anti-blackness. You may not be doing it subconsciously, you may not be aware of what you're doing, but you see that kind of hair as more preferable. And I know, like, some people say, oh, they just follow a certain type of YouTuber because how they do their hair, but you have to see it like this. There were type 4 hair YouTubers who are doing the exact same content. Their content is a lot better, but yet they're getting less views. They're teaching you how to take care of your hair, how we like when it's low porosity, high porosity, or medium. They're doing like very good content because, you know, like type 4 hair takes a lot of maintenance. I love it, but it does take a lot of maintenance. They're doing all this to get less views. And it's just like someone with looser curl hair can get like 1 million views or 1 million subscribers, and someone with my hair type will get less than that, have to chug for longer, even though they've already been doing it like on YouTube for like since 2009, and yet they're not getting the same amount of views purely because their hair is too kinky. Seriously, not with the bullshit. And let's also talk about anti-blackness, how we get criticized for our features, our lips, our body shape. Yet there are white women who are now injecting themselves in the lips with these lip fillers, and they're having butt injections and all this kind of stuff to resemble our body shapes. The Kardashians being one of them, and yet they get praised. They get called the most beautiful women on planet Earth. Yet we black women with these natural black features are constantly told we are ugly. How does that even make any sense? They look just like us now, because they've had this surgery to resemble us, because they know how beautiful black women are. Let's keep it real. They know. That's why they want our features, because they know how beautiful they are, and they're jealous. They're jealous and they're full of hatred. So now that's what they do. They go to the surgeon and they get their lips done, and they get their hips widened, and they get their butts lifted. Yet we black women with these natural body shapes are told that if we criticize these white women for what they have done, we are told that we are haters and that we should shut up and not speak about it. But no, we're not shut up. I will always speak about it, because it's piss take. I mean, look at the Kardashians. You can't even criticize them without another black person calling you a hater. Like, what on earth is wrong with black people when they praise white people to, like, up here, and they consider black people down here? Like, do you know how wrong that is? Do you actually understand? Like, seriously, do you understand that? Because I don't think you do. It's important to note that it's not just black women who deal with these things, this anti-blackness. I've also observed black men dealing with anti-blackness as well. Excuse me. One thing that's really bothered me is that a lot of black women, well, not a lot of black women, but I've noticed that some black women have very negative comments to say about black men who have their hair in locks. And I've mentioned this in a different YouTube video, but I'm going to talk about it in this one as well, because I find it amusing that they hate when people attack us, but yet you going after a black man who wears his hair in locks or dreads, whatever you call them. I remember I was on Facebook a few years ago, and there was a picture of this black man who had his hair in locks, and he wrapped them around his baby son, so it was like a little cradle. And people was like saying about how they thought it was disgusting, unhygienic. They said, oh, are they sure the hair's not going to hurt the baby? And the baby boy was asleep. That beautiful little black baby boy was asleep. He wasn't fussed. But yet all these women were attacking him, and I was just like really surprised that it was black women who were doing this. Because what on earth is wrong with locks? Some of you love Bob Marley and Buju Banton, and you know they have locks, but yet this black man with his black child is what you choose to spend your negative energy on. And it's just like anti-blackness connected to locks is a massive thing. They're still not seen as beautiful to, like, in the majority. I mean, black children here in the UK are being told they can't go to school if they have their hair in locks. Black children in Jamaica are being told the same thing in certain schools. They can't have their hair in locks. They must have short hair. And then to see it like that, for you to claim that they're unhygienic. I mean, I don't mean to be rude. However, I will point out the fact that some of you black women wear your weaves for 6 months or longer without your hair seeing water once in those 6 months, but yet it's a man with locks. That is where you choose to place your hatred. Yeah, we ain't gonna go down that road. Really not. That is anti-blackness, unfortunately, because a lot of black people have their hair in dreads, and you saying that you find it unhygienic, like, you're barking up the wrong tree, love. Like, yeah, you know what they say, those in glass houses do not throw stones. Just wanted to end this video to let you know that I personally believe that black people are the most beautiful people on earth, and we need to unlearn this anti-blackness. Alright, so bye.